We've come to the end of what feels to me to have been a deprived monkey bar and outdoor workout summer. And that's largely because my bicep injury has restricted me in moving the way I've wanted to move. After the injury, I had to go back to basics for a while and almost relearn certain techniques. Whilst it's been a prosperous year in terms of the obstacle courses we've done, I felt unable to do certain movements and techniques due to uncomfort, pain, and a lack of strength. But now I feel like a brand new person again. And it's because of that, I want to get on the bars as much as I can. At first I was okay with the beginner's techniques, but even these had to be cautious with for a while. I could gradually make bigger movements as my arms started to improve, but for a long time I had problems with the full swing technique, which was frustrating, as to me that is the monkey bar technique. Finally, 3.5 months after my injury, I could do the full swing technique pain-free, just in time for the Funky Monkey at Tough Mudder. The only issue I had then was the full swing turning technique, until now. So today here's a video showing you how to do that technique along with some of the other techniques you might need on monkey bars. If you're training on monkey bars, chances are you're going to need to know how to turn at some point. If you don't know how to turn, progression will be slowed because you won't be getting significant time on the bars, and any momentum you build up will be lost if you're constantly resetting yourself. So here are the ways to turn using the 3 main monkey bar techniques, starting off with the most simple. I believe the simplest version of the side-to-side technique is best for beginners, not least because it's the easiest technique to turn with. Truth is, it's more a change in direction than it is a turn. Even when you use the match grip with this technique, the turn is relatively simple. Be aware though, a match grip in general takes more skill and body control to execute, and that's even more the case when changing direction with a match grip. So for beginners, for both the technique itself and the turn, I'd recommend keeping hands apart on separate bars. Either way, it's a good technique to build up duration on the monkey bars. For any forwards moving, non-swinging technique, it helps to be aware of when you're about to reach the last bar. Turn your hand so your palm faces in, and you can then rearrange the other hand to start your motion in the opposite direction. This turn technique does require a good level of control, but practice will help you to smooth it out. As mentioned earlier, the full swing turning movement for me was problematic for a good 4 months after the injury, and I won't go into it too much other than to say it's been more from the injury to the nerve rather than the muscle. The position of my arm in relation to my torso and my head was what was causing pain for a long time. Thankfully now that's no longer an issue, and it's something I can now do pain-free. The full swing turning technique on the monkey bars is the most difficult to perform, and rather than me try to explain how to do it, which might make it sound more complicated than it is, it's probably best to show you. If that's a technique that looks a little too advanced for you at the moment, don't worry, here's another way. As you approach the last bar, be sure to turn your hand inward so you can change direction. I can then use this next hand to go back the way I want. So let's turn the hand at the end and then use the next hand on this bar, that bar, to go into the next swing. Turn the hand, turn the hand, turn the hand as you approach, change. Turn the hand, simple as that. It was really quite a mentally challenging summer for me. I did go through moments of thinking whether I'd be able to do this sort of stuff again, whether I'd just have to get used to the pain, and if it was something I'd have to work around. The main worry for me was not knowing exactly what I'd done. I know muscle injuries and I know how to rehab them, but it was the nerve pain that was disconcerting to me. I didn't know if it was a trapped nerve that might need surgery, which is always a risk. I didn't know if it was something I had to live with and learn to adapt to. We did the Spartan Beast 2 months after I got injured, and whilst I could do everything felt uncomfortable. The carries, the walls, even my favourite obstacles weren't that much fun. Certainly not how they would usually be. One thing this experience has taught me though is to not take anything for granted. Enjoy these things that your body can do, because you just never know. Be grateful for it, appreciate it and celebrate it. Make the most of it while you can.